What's up, YouTube family, fertility family? What's going on out here in these YouTube streets? What's cracking? Let me turn off the TV. Um, yeah, it is Thursday night. I just got off of Instagram Live and I was like, I could sit here and edit for YouTube, or I could go live and catch up with you guys and see what it is that you want edited on here. Oh, there's 3 people. Can you guys hear me? If you're there. Um, hey, Paula. Hey, Nazuri. Okay, yeah, you guys can hear me. And the chat works. So thank you for putting that in there. To what's going on with you ladies? Red Blonde Chick. Oh, I got you twice. We all over these internet streets tonight, man. We all over there. Hey, Shell. Whoo. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you. Is it Joe Nikia? Joe Nikia Lacey? Hi there. How are you? I got to get through this water, so pardon me. That sounds nice, Paula. Chilling by the fire. Is it an indoor camp or are you like out in tents or like cabins? I'm down with either one. It just sounds lovely. Oh, thank you, Marie. Hey, Latundra. Hey. Thank you. Hello, Shamika. Okay, thank you, Joe Nikia, for clarifying that. I have hair paint in for my IG ladies. You already know this because I've been posting over there, and the girls have it too in the front of their hair. Theirs is a lot brighter because their base is a lot brighter. They have blonde hair, so it took that paint like that. But I got it from Crown Paint Colors if you guys are interested in doing it. It's not wax, it is just paint. So you can actually put heat on it. I'm debating if I want to like straighten it and see what that kind of looks like, that ombre with the. But there's so much product in my hair. Before I put the color on, I put on I was gonna say sea moss, but that's not it. What is it? Flaxseed. I'll put the flaxseed custard on there. So I'm like, oh, I don't know what that would do with the heat, but we'll see. I might just come on here the next time you guys see me and it'll be like this. We have a full-size camper with AC on the pond. That's what I'm talking about. That's good living. I was looking at campers last year, Paula, during the coronavirus when it kicked off when I was in California. I was like, I could buy a camper and just drive back and work. As long as I had Wi-Fi, I could work from anywhere. No, I'm not posting a premiere. You know what, Red Blonde Chick? I have like 2 videos edited, but they are not in order of like what happened next. So I edited the video talking about my protocol change, and I edited the video talking about the second opinion. But I haven't done the transfer video. I was actually looking at that tonight, and I think it is. I think it's got to be combined with something else because the transfer video is only like 4 minutes unless I pop in and start talking. But then it's going to obviously be out of order because I look like this now, right? Like when at the time of the transfer, I didn't have my eyebrows done yet. I didn't have my hair this color. So I was just trying to figure out, like, is that weird for you guys to see? I mean, you've seen me over Instagram, so you know that I look like this, but like if nobody has seen me. So at least I'm on here tonight and you guys know I look like this. So then it just gives me more options of like, what am I going to put in the video? We have 16 folks in. Will you guys all do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the thumbs up for me? It'll bring other ladies to the channel. It'll help the channel out. You know, it's a small way to hook me up. I appreciate you. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Kitty. So, yeah, it's a little, okay, I got 4 likes. Thank you, ladies. You guys quick with it. So, yeah. Oh, Paula, this is my time. We're going to name it and claim it. I got 6 thumbs up. Thank you, 18 ladies in. I've been doing a whole bunch of manifestation work and everything else. Hey, Gannett, how are you? Shell, the thumbs up. No, the thumbs up button on the YouTube thing. I like the thumbs up here too, but hit the thumbs up that you like the video. Oh, you're 7 DPO, Kitty? Oh my goodness. Are you testing yet? Are you going to wait? Are you not going to test? Oh my God. 7 is like that precarious sort of thing. It's like, okay, most people will wait till 8. Like you keep talking yourself into the next day because the Lord knows I've wanted to test at 7 and then been like, wait till 8. And then, okay, you waited till 8, wait till 9. It just depends every which way. I support you either way. Like, you have to follow your heart. Hey, beautiful chaos X9. I'm getting ready for egg retrieval number 3, and I've learned so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching. I'm glad that I was able to help. It means so much to me when you guys tell me that, because obviously it has not helped me. No, I'm kidding. It has helped me, but I mean, I'm glad to see other people make progress. All this information that I have going on in my head. Wait, I never get an early positive. Oh, I like that plan. I like that. I'm so proud of myself when I can wait, Kitty. Let me tell you, when I'm like, okay, just day by day, it is so much easier. Because I feel like it's, once you break the seal and you start testing, then you're going to keep testing every day, no matter what. If it's positive, it's still not positive enough. You know what I mean? Oh, did it get darker? Did it get darker? If it's not negative, I mean, if it's negative, then it's like, oh, it could be wrong. So it's just like, there's no, well, I shouldn't say there's no win. If it is positive and then it gets darker, that's absolutely a win. I don't know. It's just a slippery slope. It plays with my emotions too much. So like, it's not good for me. But I did test this last cycle, so I will have that video for you guys too. I have a whole bunch of videos because I've been vlogging and talking, and I just haven't been editing. So I'm on here now, so you guys know. I have on my fake tan. I have on my paint. I have my eyebrows done. I got my eyelashes done. So it'll be, I'll pop into it'll be future me popping into some of the videos, because I waited so long to edit them. I didn't look at the footage to see like, what did I have? Like, one of them, I didn't have a clothes on there, so I had to add the clothes. Shamika, what are your thoughts on vaginal Viagra? Oh, Shamika, I don't have any thoughts on vaginal Viagra, honestly. I have not done enough research on it. I know it's supposed to help circulation. I guess my questions would be, what are the risks? Like, what are the negative parts of putting Viagra in your vagina? And what are the benefits? And which one is more important to you? Do you know what I mean? Is there another way to get to that outcome besides the Viagra? Acupuncture, I don't know, estrogen. Are there other ways to get there? But yeah, I've not had it. I've not had it suggested to me. I've seen some ladies in different forms who've had it, and have had success with it. So, I mean, if you're a doctor and like your clinic feels that that's going to get you to your take home baby, and you are willing to assume whatever risks they're outlined, why not? Yoni Quinn, hello. Your hair looks nice with blue. Thank you. I got a positive 4 days post-transfer 2 years ago. Whoop, whoop. Was it a 5-day transfer? So that's like 9 DPO, right? Like, that's that sweet spot. Did you keep testing, Marie, after you got the positive? Like, did you test 5 days, 6 days, 7 days until beta? Or did you just get your positive and you're like, okay, I'm good? Another YouTube, Kelsey, did that and had a positive. Yes. Oh my God. Kelsey did everything in the kitchen sink in this last transfer. Like, she did a lot of stuff. I mean, she called it everything in the kitchen sink protocol. But yeah, I like her channel. I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy that she's finally pregnant. Shamika, your lining is at 5'7", and I've been on S-Chase for 4 weeks. Okay, and they're saying the Viagra will get you to where they want you to go. What are they looking for your lining before starting progesterone? Are you doing progesterone? Are you doing a transfer, or are you doing IUI? Yeah. Hey, Melissa. Melissa says hi to all the fertility fam. Hopefully you guys see her in the chat there. You kept on testing till beta. Absolutely. She said all caps. Yeah. I mean, listen, as long as it's good for you and it's getting darker. I've just watched so many videos, and I've had my own videos, my own experience doing that, where it was like a line and then it didn't get darker. So that is just like where I'm like, oh, but I know this next cycle, there'll be a line, then it's going to get darker, darker, darker. I'm going to have a good first beta, good second beta, healthy, happy 9 months. I'm claiming it. Oh, thank you, Phoebe. At least an 8. Okay, so they want at least an 8, Shamika, and you're at 5'7", and you've been on estrus for 4 weeks. What is your lifestyle like? Are you exercising? Are you getting circulation to the uterus? Have you tried acupuncture, yoga? Anything else to help get blood flow to the uterus? Transfer. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And your estrogen, the estrace, did they think about trying estrogen patches as well? I'm wondering why. Are they doing blood draws? Now I'm all in your business, honey. I'm sorry. Are they doing blood draws? Like, have they measured what your estrogen levels are? Like, maybe there's something keeping you from absorbing it. Because 5.7 it's still pretty thin. Like, I went in on cycle day 3, right, as my lining was shedding, and it was a 5. So if they feel like the Viagra will work, I would definitely go with that plan. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, you don't want to risk having to scrap your cycle. If at all possible. I mean, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, but if at all possible. So yeah. Hey, Ardent. Hey, Marie. Yes, prayers. Thank you. I appreciate your prayers. If all goes well on the 18th, I will start progesterone the following day and transfer on the 25th. I'm going to say when all goes well on the 18th, when all goes well, you will start your progesterone the following day and transfer on the 25th. Have you had an ERA, Shamika? Like, have you had your receptivity tested? After my chemical, I can't bring myself to test until AM of beta, just so I know before the call. Yeah, Paula, I did that last cycle. I did it the morning of. So, actually, yeah. The one before that, I didn't do it. Like, I collected the urine and I left it at home and I didn't test it. And then by like 12 o'clock, I was going crazy. Like, I almost went and got a pregnancy test downstairs at the drugstore from work because I was like, why didn't I just take it? Like, well, now I got to wait for this call. It's driving me crazy. So I totally understand what you're saying. Shamika says I've started to walk and do yoga. Okay, so those are good things. I'm going to say this, and please don't slap me. Also, try to be good to yourself and try and relax, because when you're stressed about things, cortisol is going to cut off it's going to restrict blood flow, right? And you want as much blood as possible. You can also do like hot water bottle on your tummy with like a little bit of oil, do a massage, and then put the hot water bottle over it. Maybe do that before bedtime and relax, listen to something calming. I've done all of those. I've been there with a thin lining, so I know it's always worked out. What we did is we added estrogen patches. My clinic has never there's something on the screen, has never suggested Viagra, but I know plenty of clinics have. So yeah, they haven't discussed the patches. Okay, no blood draws. I agree. No ERA. Okay, so a blood draw maybe suggested and see what they think about that. Maybe for some reason your body is not absorbing the estrace and help. You know what I mean? So then it's not doing what it's meant to be doing. I'm surprised that they don't do a blood draw when they do the lining check, though. But maybe ask them. If you can, if your insurance covers it. I know there's all sorts of factors, but that would be a nice piece of information to have to kind of move forward. But the walking and the yoga is good. So definitely keep doing that. And walking is just good for your overall well-being and mental health. So those are good. Oh no, you buried your sister. I'm so sorry. That is crazy. Yeah, I don't know if you saw my video, but my brother passed last month when I was in Hawaii. So, okay, no ERA. Is this your first transfer? Did I already ask you that? I'm just asking because it could impact how many days you take your progesterone. And are you doing PIO or progesterone and oil injections, or are you doing suppositories? Paula, I took estrace. I'm taking estrace orally. And I guess it's like through the whole first trimester. They just said don't stop until told otherwise. But I take it orally. I actually have never taken it vaginally at any of the 3 clinics that I've been at. But I know every clinic is anything I don't have to stick in my hoo-ha, honestly, I'm fine with. There's always something. What goes up must come down. And the coming down is never pleasant. So yeah, my body does better with it orally. I think mine does too, processing it. But I'm open to it. I shouldn't say like that. I'm open to if vaginally it will work because it's less, I only have 1 kidney. It's less things my body has to process. However, my hoo-ha processing it all on her own, she don't like that. But yeah, whatever gets the baby, right? Whatever gets the baby. All the other stuff is just extra. Okay. Shamika says she did second transfer, PIO. Okay. Yes, Paula. Amen to that. So it's your second transfer. Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't. Did they ask you about the ERA? Was that something that came up? My first transfer, I did S-trace orally, but it wasn't absorbing it, so they put me on all vaginal. Interesting. Kitty has progesterone suppositories. Yeah, so that's interesting. So it wasn't, yeah. I mean, I guess what would make it you vaginal Viagra more effective than the vaginal S-trace? I would want to ask that. Because now you've got two transfers where you're having an estrogen issue and they're not doing blood work with these. But you know what? With the vaginal, it is hard. So I guess that does make sense. It's not going to read the same way as if you took it orally on the blood work. So that probably wouldn't be the best indicator as to what your absorption levels are. I don't know. It's tricky. What else are they offering? Like, what else are they suggesting? Kitty, you have the progesterone. I had the progesterone for my ERA cycle. So obviously I did the in oil up until the biopsy. So they would, because that was the mock cycle. But then they spared me so I wouldn't have to keep injecting myself. And they sent me suppositories to do. I don't know. They're messy. They're messy. I feel like I'm in the shower, like scooping out ice cream with an unfun scoop and an unfun bucket of ice cream. Hey Shakima, how are you? Robe is beautiful. Blue is my favorite color. Technically, it's Tiffany blue is my favorite color, which this is not, but everything is sort of like variations of, like, if you look, you see there's like a Tiffany blue on that part of the counter, the kitchen. I'm not going to show you because it's not clean right now, but yeah. And then like there, if I go this way without unplugging, can I move this? You see that vase in the window is in that color, and then the pillows on the couch are that. Yeah, blue. Blue is my color. So if I have a girl or a boy, they're gonna be in blue. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Laura. Oh, this is your first time ever. I don't know how you say your name. Is it Suka Sugar? Suckle sugar? Uh-oh, is it dirty? Hopefully I'm not butchering it. Walking and adding a low dose aspirin, and instead of all vaginal, I take 3 orally and 2 vaginal. Okay, low dose aspirin is good because that does help with blood flow, with circulation. Just join the live with what have I missed? Hey, Pokemon. Not much. We're just going over different people's protocol and what's going on. And I'm confessing that I have an editing problem because I have some missing footage. So I wanted to come on so you guys could see me looking like this, because I'm going to have to pop in and out of the videos I'm editing because otherwise the story won't make sense. And also to ask you guys if you care if they're in chronological order, because I have some that are already edited, but it's going to be out of order. It doesn't change what happened. But at first I was like, oh, it needs to be in order. But I'm like, why? So did I miss your update? Plans with the next transfer? Hey, Melanie. Hey, Jazz. I will note that baby blue clothes. Oh, yes. And my mom is making baby blue clothes. Okay, Paula, so that's good to know. I'll post. I'll actually release the other video that I already have. I'll release it tonight. Or maybe I'll do it tomorrow and I'll do a premiere with you guys. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you? Pronounce Suga. Suga. I want to say sugar, like, because it says S-U-G-A. Like, you know, if someone tells you to give them a kiss, you say, give me some sugar. That's how I want to say it. But okay, Sukali, hopefully, Sukali sugar. I like that. At first I was like, is it dirty? Is that like a sexual thing? But I was thinking like suck little sugar or something. Anyway, don't pay. My humor is also blue. So Melanie, I don't think that you miss any updates. Do you follow me on IG? Like, IG is probably more up to date. My next transfer is on the 17th of August. So I'm in the cycle now. Yeah. Let's see. I'm well today, Jacqueline. How are you doing? Today was a struggle. I'm better. I'm not gonna lie. I was on the struggle bus today, from exercising to eating to getting out of the door to my acupuncture appointment. And then I just finally stopped trying to swim upstream and said, you know what, this is a sign. All that is happening for a reason. I'm just chillax. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be in order, at least not for me. You always do good in the intro of the video, summing up where we are. Okay. And also in the little write-ups with the videos. Okay, cool. So yeah, some of them I'm going to have to pop in, like I said, because the footage is missing. And so I'm going to pop in looking like this, right? Even though it was a time ago, because I did not check all the footage before I changed my hair. So there you go. Lupron and Provera for now. Oh, wow. So what does the Provera do? Isn't that to stop a period, to start a period? Am I thinking of the wrong medication? And Lupron, is it like the Depro Lupron? So I'm glad you're starting. I'm excited for that. It's always like a new cycle as a new start, a new beginning. So I'm excited. Hi, Mara. I'm well. How are you? Thanks for joining. Hey, Genesis. What's going on? Thank you. How you doing? How's the baby doing? What's going on? It brings your cycle. Okay. So there, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I've not had Provera, or the doctor, when I did my ERA and my Receptiva DX, she was explaining to me, like, if my Receptiva DX came back positive, I would have to take Depo Lupron, and she said that was going to be brutal. Like, it was going to put me into menopause. And so she was saying that to say, like, are you sure you want to take this test? Because this is what could happen. And I'm like, well, if I need the information, then yeah, luckily I didn't have to do it. But, I mean, yeah. So Provera brings your cycle, right? That's what you guys are saying? I thought so. Had period for 9 days on Provera. What? Wait, so did you take it to bring on a cycle and then you couldn't get rid of the cycle? Like, oh my God. And how does it, like, you have to take it so many days? Baby, 4 pounds, 8 ounces, 3 minutes, weeks to go. Oh my God. What's the size they want him to be before, like, how much bigger does he need to get? Do they want him 5 pounds? 4'8" is good. That's almost take home size, right? Lupron stops ovulation. Okay. Oh, interesting. So I don't understand that though. So they want to bring on your period and then stop ovulation. Do you not have a menstrual cycle without the Provera, or are they trying to time it to a specific time? So that you started at a certain time and then, yeah, I don't know. For me, they're using the S-trays to stop ovulation. So, 3 weeks to go. Okay, Genesis. Oh my goodness, you made it. That's your 3 weeks. You're there. Lupron was very brutal. That is what the doctor told me, Teresa. That is what the doctor said. It was like, it would be brutal. She said it would be putting me, like, it was like a mock menopause. Like, she was not recommending it at all. But I was like, we don't even know if I need it yet. So, like a kiss, as in, give me some sugar. Okay. And then Sukali means sugar in Swahili and Luganda. Oh, that's cool. East African languages. So essentially sugar, sugar. Oh, sugar. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, honey, honey. Dun, dun. Okay, sugar, sugar. Melanie, my cycles are normal. No clue. I'm about to give up figuring this out. Oh my God. Maybe there's something else in your test results that's why they're doing that protocol. I mean, they always have a reason for something. Like I said, if I would have tested positive on my Receptiva DX, I would have had the Lupron. So, and then once I stop the progesterone, that's what's bringing on. It's not even a cycle because I didn't ovulate before, right? So in order to have a cycle, you have to ovulate. It just is a breakthrough bleed. And so when the progesterone stops about 5 days later, that's when the breakthrough bleed happens. And we call it cycle day 1. So, I mean, it gets us to the same result. It gets us to the same end. It's just like each clinic kind of has their own thing that they do. So as long as they are confident in that approach and they've had success with it, I would go with it. He needs to be 5'6" at least. Lungs shots starting. Oh my God. So it's steroids they give you, right? To help with the lungs. I think that is what Cheyenne weighed when she left the hospital. It was 5'6", 5 pounds, 6 ounces. Lupron depot side effects are harsh. It can help with so many reasons. I took for endometriosis. Okay. So that's one of the things that the Receptiva DX tests for, right? Endometriosis, endometriitis, and that B6, L6 or whatever. It tests for that as well. So ladies, I have 49 of you in here. Will you do me a favor and hit the like button, the thumbs up button? It helps me out and hopefully it'll help grow the channel as well. I did that same combo. She is saying Lupron to control when ovulation starts and Provera to force the cycle to start and blush everything. It was intense. Ooh. Okay. Oh my God. So Lupron is different than Lupron Depot or Depot Lupron, right? That's, I think, what I'm understanding now. Dr. McConnell called it Depot Lupron. And she said that was like starting menopause. Clean me out for 9 days. Yes, ma'am. It sure did clean you out. Oh my God. Do you feel like you have a strong support system during this process? Kay, I feel like it wanes. Honestly, my support system is not physically with me, whether that be my mom who's in California, or whomever. So, sometimes it's internal, but I do have folks that I can pick up the phone and be like, I'm struggling with this. So in the TTC community, I've got some day one TTC sisters. Why do you ask? Are you having trouble finding support, or what makes you ask that question? Are you looking for it? There's also like Resolve has some groups. I did that for a little bit early on in my journey, but I'm just lazy, and it just, I don't know. Sometimes those groups in person, like people become the favorites of like whoever's moderating and then or facilitating, and they take up a lot of the time. So there you go. The twins were 4 pounds, 5 ounces, 4 pounds, 15 ounces. So almost 5 pounds, just needed to pass 35 weeks to avoid NICU. Okay, gotcha. So, but this baby is more than that. And so he won't have to do, he'll be okay, right? And then aren't you already, are you past 35 now? Or they're worried you'll have to be in NICU? I'm going to lean this down because, oh my God. I did an IG live earlier. It's so interesting how like the positioning of the phone or I was on the phone and the other one, I'm on my laptop here. But the other one, you could see all the way to the ceiling. So I'm just looking at what is in the background here. I should have done that before I went live. Okay. Lupron Depot is medical menopause currently on. Okay, so that is the one that that doctor, that's what she was saying I would have to have if my Receptiva DX, if any part of that test came back positive. So, and then Kay saying I've seen some people who have huge families who are super supportive and always around. I don't have that, so I was wondering about you and how you feel. Yeah, all of my family except for Cheyenne is in California. Well, it's not true. I have cousins, but on the eastern seaboard, but no, and not everybody knows that I'm doing donor egg. Like my mom knows, one of my cousins knows. I think that's a whole different thing too. Like if you're doing donor egg IVF, it's just a whole special journey all its own. But yeah, I do have like a regular support group Thursdays, which I didn't go to tonight. I didn't feel like going. That's virtual. And then there's one I found from Resolve that I will go to. But I've been fortunate enough to make some friends here on YouTube and on Instagram that were actually friends, and I can call them and talk about it. And they've been on this journey. I think it's easier for people who've already kind of had this struggle to understand what I'm saying versus family members. Because I feel like sometimes, at least for me with family members, there's like an educational process, sometimes people say insensitive things like, well, at least you have one child, or at least you know you can get pregnant. None of that means anything to me. I'm here right now trying to get a take-home baby. All that other stuff means nothing. So I think other TTC sisters get that, but I don't know that, I think family tries to console you, and they don't want you to cry. They want you to be okay. Yeah. But definitely support is important. So even if it's, paid for, so a therapist or whatever else, support is definitely important. I wouldn't be able to get through this without support. Oh, you're at 32, but I keep dilating. I'm at 2.5 now. he's ready, but you need more time. Oh my God, like 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, 5 months. Oh my God, not 5 months. Mama, at 32 weeks, you don't have 5 months. No, ma'am. Family doesn't even know. Only my sister knew, and that's who my support was. So don't feel bad. Just keep the faith. Yeah, definitely. And then even that, Shamika, I don't know, like when I feel like sometimes you tell people stuff and then you have to go back and follow up and it's not good news, or they keep asking you when you're not ready to talk about it. Like, oh, what's happening? What's going on? And you're just like, sometimes you need a minute. So it can be a double-edged sword too. Sometimes I don't feel like talking about it. Or it feels like talking about it is like talking about what you're wearing to the picnic on Saturday. You know what I mean? Like it becomes too casual and sometimes there's just a lot of pain. Like I don't think someone who hasn't gone through this TTC journey would understand the pee on a stick addiction. You know what I mean? Like if it was just Sally Joe or like one of my cousins who just got pregnant the old-fashioned way, and I'm like explaining that I'm at home taking 10 pregnancy tests for the last 3 days. Like probably a little weird for them. You know what I mean? Probably a little weird. But I think if you've been in the game, not that weird, not that weird. So, but even then I see other people watching videos of like people test and then they're like, just don't test. And I'm like, not a real TTCer. If we could only not test, it wouldn't be called a POAS addiction. Okay. Found the inspiration to look. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Rejuvenation. Is that like the PRP you're going to do? Dr. Samuel in San Diego. The only one in the world to do advanced platelet therapy on your own eggs. Oh, that's very cool. Are you already in California or are you traveling over there to see? And how did you find him? That's cool. Support is key, but they have to be great listeners because sometimes you just need to vent, not hear what happened, especially to them, if it makes sense. Oh yeah, that definitely makes sense. Sometimes I just need to be heard. I don't even need a suggestion. You know what I mean? Like, don't offer me anything. Like, just let me get this off my chest. My family is like, why do you want another? You have 2 already. They don't understand. I just want one more. Yeah, that one is hard too. I mean, people ask me that at the beginning, like why they're going to be so far apart. Not even that. I mean, because obviously I don't have 2, but like, why do you want another? Like, you're free. I mean, I don't see having a child as being unfree. You know what I mean? Hey, Yolanda. No one understands, especially at our exactly. Listen, at 50 years old, in the bathroom peeing on sticks, it's only a few and far between that will understand that. Your donor is currently cycling, May. Everyone is around me is making me anxious, so I stop. Oh, I know that's right. Oh my God, the update. And who thought of the updates on those damn memo boards? I did one of those memo boards, and I was like, I'm not doing this again. Well, I guess I could do it with updates when it's like a little further along. Like, here's the due date. You know what I mean? May 5th, if anybody's tracking. May 5th is the due date, which is 2 days before my birthday, and it's my Auntie Wanda's birthday, who's my favorite auntie. And that would make the child a birthday present. Like Cheyenne is 2 weeks after me, she's born. So I'm May 7th, she's May 21st. So that was my present. So I was like, oh, that's what the baby was waiting for. So my present is coming. It'd be one more Taurus in the house. You guys missed it, but I was on IG earlier and the girls went crazy. And I was like, it's all these Taurus energies in the house. Right, Yolanda? Yeah, not a lot of people get it. They're just like oblivious. Hello, love. It's been a minute. Hey, I'm a queen of meat. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. A minute too long, mama, but I'm back. How are you? Oh, Sugar. Sugar lives in Florida, and your girlfriend and I are looking for tickets to go see him when other fertility docs told us no and to use donor eggs. I thank God for you and your. Oh, thank you. Wait, so there's 2 of you. You guys have 2 sets of eggs. Are you guys both being tested? Like, have you heard about reciprocal IVF? Like, where one partner does the retrieval, the other partner carries. I feel like you got an extra shot in there because you got a girlfriend. Before even thinking about donors. And it's so, oh my God, the doctors, when they're just like, just go to donor eggs. And here I am on this donor egg journey. Like, maybe I misunderstood, but they made it sound like that was my ticket. And it wasn't. But I remember the first time a doctor suggested donor eggs, it was like no kind of like softening the blow or no niceties. You know what I mean? I feel like she just whipped her dick out and was like, this is what we doing. Like, can we get some lubricant in here? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they can be kind of oblivious, maybe because they do it all the time and it's like second nature. But there's a grieving process to go through. And if you're not ready to do that and you want to do the rejuvenation and you have a shot at that and you legitimately, do have a shot at that, why not do that? Like you have to go through that process. Like I wouldn't have been okay going to donor eggs if I wouldn't have had my own retrieval and seen like what the outcome was and then realizing, okay, the clock is running out for me. So I'm willing to move to that. But I had to exhaust all those other options first. Where the very first doctor that I went to wasn't willing to even let me try with my own egg. She told me she was not going to do it. So we ended up doing a bunch of IUIs, which obviously was a ripoff because I was 46 at the time and they don't recommend IUIs most places after 35. And so, but I was so knocked on my ass about the donor egg perspective, or like the question about the donor egg in my very first visit, I mean, and this is, I'm saying like, hadn't done any medical workup, hadn't looked at my AMH, hadn't looked at my ovaries, my uterus, nothing. So I just felt like it was like a blanket answer. Now, if she had come back and been like, your AMH is 0 and blah, 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 that's a different conversation than when I'm sitting down like, hi, my name is, and, oh yeah, so we should just do donor. You know what I mean? Like, that was weird to me. So I understand, like, but hopefully this doctor can help you, or possibly your girlfriend can be the donor, or not the donor, but the egg provider, provide the genetic material. Okay, Gemini. My daughter is a Gemini, May. She's yeah, so it's 3 Tauruses because it's me, Liberty, and Justice, and then Cheyenne is a Gemini, and the new baby will be a Taurus. So it'll be a house full of Taurus. Hopefully it's a boy. I mean, I'll take it either way, but hopefully it's a boy because I think we need a little male energy in here. Or, it could just be a big slumber party. You must felt I needed your kind words. Just found out my 17-year-old daughter is pregnant. And I'm going back and forward. Should I continue my journey now? I'm about to be a grandma. Listen, follow your heart. I'm a queen to me. Follow your heart. Yeah. It happens. I mean, I'm trying to think. My dad had a son that is younger than Cheyenne. My dad was long time a grandpa at that point and had children. So I wouldn't worry about what other people think. You know your heart, you know what your heart can stand, what it can't stand, what you are interested in. I'm gonna turn this light down because it's glowing. I was trying not to have be too shadowy on me, but now I'm making weird shadows. There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Because I'm looking at it, it looks like my eyebrow is coming from over here from the shadow. But it is a shadow. It's not my eyebrow. See? That's what I get for looking at myself. Sorry, but you know your heart and you know what you can stand. And how did she tell you? Does she know you're trying? Oh, it's so many, girl. I need to talk to you. We're gonna have to talk on the phone or on Instagram or something. So many questions. First and foremost, your mental health is the priority. Do you know what I mean? Because you already have a lot going on. And then your teenage daughter is pregnant. My mom was pregnant with me when she was 17. So that's its whole other thing outside of your TTC journey, but just as a mom dealing with that and like how are you going to help her navigate through motherhood, right? That's a lot in and of itself to process. And then also knowing that you're on your own TTC journey and you're possibly considering what will other people think of you as a pregnant grandma. On the bright side, the 2 kids can grow up together and hang out, which is not bad. I mean, we all have those where it's like, oh, that's my auntie, but my auntie's younger than me. You know what I mean? We all have one of those friends. So it's not like unheard of. And even if it was, so what? You could be the first one to do it. You know what I mean? You could be the first one. Why not? If that's what your heart wants to have for you to hold your baby, that's what your heart wants. Hi, Aisha. Miss J, what happened? Oh, LOL. Did I miss something in here? I missed it. Okay. You get tired of judgment and criticism. Like, keep it moving and stay in your lane. I know that's right. Like, if I said no donor at this point, don't keep pushing. Exactly. And she pushed it hard to the point where I told her, well, I'm going to have to talk to my therapist because I'm not there yet. Like, when I'm telling you, like, my mental health is being impacted, I need to involve a therapist. I'm not there. Slow your roll. Just had your first cycle with letrozole, Jazz. How did it go? Oh, I'm sorry. 29-day cycle versus 70-day cycle. I'm taking the positives. I'm glad you were taking the positives. Take it in stride. Thank you. I am doing well. I'm glad you're staying positive. That's so important to take it in stride. There's so many things that could go wrong, might go wrong, did go wrong. So to focus on like what went well and what is positive. And I would say a 29-day cycle versus a 70 is definitely a good positive. So I'm glad that you're keeping it in stride. And now you know what to expect from letrozole. You know what I mean? Like, so the next time is a little bit easier, or at least a little less anxiety provoking. Donor egg, not an easy ride during my third transfer. Yeah, Melanie, you and me both, sister. It is definitely not an easy ride. And that's what I'm saying. Maybe I misunderstood, but they sold it to me like, oh yeah, that's no problem. Like if you had donor egg embryos, you would have been pregnant by now. That is the message that I got. Openness of this journey and showing it's more than butterflies and rainbows, and there are a lot of hurdles. Yes, there is. The last you need is an inquisitive person you don't even know. I know that's right. Oh my God. It's so crazy. Has anyone been successful with their own eggs over 44? My dermatologist, look her up, Dr. Halem, Dr. Monica Halem. She did her last retrieval at 44, 45. She's the one who had the mosaic eggs, or oh my God, mosaic embryos. And she has 3 or 4 children. I'm going to Google it really fast and I'll drop the link in there. But yeah. And I've seen 45, 46-year-olds because I got pregnant with my own eggs at 45 right before my 46. Unfortunately, it didn't take, but that's when I started doing a lot of research on like, is this normal? Because I got pregnant naturally. So it does happen. And there are people who get their take-home babies, but this is the woman who I call my IVF unicorn. Who happens to be my dermatologist. I got the link. I'm going to drop the link in here. She had 13 miscarriages on her way to the baby. I mean, that's why I call her, like, she's the GOAT. Okay, the link is there. Hopefully that'll work. It's a live link. Hopefully you can click on it. If not, let me know and I will get your email and send it to you that way. Okay. Oh my God, I'm behind on these. Let me catch up. So that was Shakima successful. I had a friend got pregnant naturally at 50 with twins. She was shocked. I know that's right. And I saw somebody on YouTube. I just saw 2 things. One woman at 48, one woman at 49 got pregnant naturally, accidentally, and had their take-home babies. So it can happen. The chances are smaller, but not impossible, which is why I think doctors go to donor egg so quickly, or try to get you to go to donor egg so quickly. And they don't want to mess up their rates, right? Like if your chances are slimmer at an older age, that messes up their rates. And like, that's their bread and butter. So Laura, hello, Laura Ellerman. You've been trying to get pregnant for almost 3 years, only been pregnant using Femera 5 milligrams. Okay. Unfortunately, both ended. I'm sorry. An early miscarriage. That sucks. I've had a couple of early miscarriages. Not fun. Set to do IUI in September. I'm 39. Is it not worth it? I mean, go with what your provider is saying. Look at your clinic specific rates. The overall rates in the US show that there is decreased likelihood after the age of 35 that IUI will be successful. The zona pellucida. I always struggle with that. The outer part of the shell of the egg is harder, making it harder for the sperm to penetrate. So it just becomes more difficult. But it's not impossible. And it also is a cost factor if it's cheaper for you. Like some people, their insurance will cover as many IUIs as they want to have and not IVF, or like 2 IVF or 1 IVF. So then it makes sense to do it from a financial perspective, but does it make sense like from a psychological and physical perspective to keep medicating yourself like back to back? But I did 7 IUIs in my 40s. So yeah. Going back, if I knew then what I knew now, I wouldn't have done so many. After 3, I would have moved on. But I knew I had to leave that clinic but the woman told me at the first appointment. So, shame on me. Like that's what I received and accepted. She wasn't going to do IVF with my own egg. So I should have looked for another clinic right away. But I was like, she's saying IUI might work. So I'll try that. Either way, she got paid, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't mess up her IVF cycles, period. So she got what she needed out of it and I came up short. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's part of like, what are your doctors saying? Get the information that they're saying, do your research, and then see what makes sense for you. So if you feel like IVF is never a possibility, then explore all your other possibilities. If IVF is even, you have a remote chance of doing it, then maybe save your money up for that. Work on your egg quality, work on your physical well-being. And then, because most clinics will do retrievals of your own eggs up until 44 without batting an eye, right? After 44, that's when it gets a little dodgy. You have to look for specific clinics who will do what they call, after 35, we're all advanced maternal age. The second opinion doctor that I talked to called it ARA, advanced reproductive age, which I like because it applies to men and women, right? It's like gender neutral instead of advanced maternal age, because sperm gets old too, even though they regenerate it. It's not the same. 40-year-old sperm is not the same as a 20-year-old's sperm. So anyway, I'm rambling. Just wondering, since you mentioned IUIs are cut off after 35. Yeah, not cut off. They diminish. The success rates diminish. Like some clinics will do IUI on a 50-year-old woman as long as she has the money. But the success rates diminish after 35. That's why. So you still have a chance. It doesn't mean that there's zero chance. It's just less of a chance because the thickening of the outer part of the shell, the outer shell of the egg. As women and mothers, we put so much off and sacrifice so much. I think you should keep on your journey so you have no resentment later. I agree. I'm thinking that is for our friend who just found out her daughter was pregnant, her 17-year-old daughter. I'm a queen to me. Yeah. I mean, she's almost grown, right? So that decision, I wouldn't make a decision about my future based on her present, if that makes sense, because she's almost grown. She's going to do what she's going to do. So what do you want to do? Take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Put yourself first. POF, premature ovarian failure in my early 20s. Oh my goodness. So donor egg was one option for our family, hoping the donor I found will be a match. Two previous donors of interest had same genetic disorder as hubby. Oh no. Okay. Hey, Chloe. 2 places in one night. Okay. Hopefully this newest one is cleared so we can finally start our journey. I hope so too. That matching is such a pain in the butt, man, and it feels like it takes forever, but hopefully, yeah, hopefully it will clear. I'm surprised they don't have the genetic testing done already. Like for my donor, they already had it. Like they sent the sheet over, they set up a session with the genetic counselor. She was fine, but we went over all that. Or maybe these donors have not donated yet to anyone, and so that's why they don't have that. But hopefully, Melissa, I'm naming it and claiming it for you. This is the one, and you'll be fine. There's another lady I watch. I can't think of her name now, but she's in the UK. She's mixed race. Her partner is white, and she just had her second donor conceived child. She was diagnosed with premature ovarian failure like her early 20s. Like while she was still at university or whatever. And so that was like heartbreaking. I can't imagine because, you have this, and I saw this quote earlier. Our journey to conceive the way we intended may be over, but our journey to parent in the way we intended is not. And so I feel like that was so powerful because when we're little, we don't think, oh yeah, I'm going to sit in a lab and have someone else's eggs pulled out. Like that's not a concept we have, right? But our end goal is to still be a mom. And so this is still a way to be a mom after you grieve the loss of your own fertility, because that is a loss. And we have every right to grieve it because we have had that dream and that desire since very young, or even if we didn't have it until our 20s, at whatever point it became a dream or desire to be a parent, and to shepherd a soul on this place we call Earth. There's a loss because we envisioned it happening in another way. And I'm not saying like it can't happen another way, because obviously I'm doing it another way. But I had to grieve. I think we should give ourselves permission to grieve. Son is 25, daughter is 22, so I'm going for my rainbow baby. Yep. Shamika, my daughter is 27. And I am, I've had 2. I'm gonna say 2 miscarriages. The one pregnancy this year where it was the positive and the negative, like I'm just gonna say that's a chemical, and it wasn't. Obviously I know there was an embryo because I did IVF, but oh yeah, I just can't bring myself to think of that one as like a full blown miscarriage. Little stress. My doc says I have 5 more cycles before he wants to talk about other options like IUI, monitored cycle, IVF. So what are you doing right now, Jazz? That's the next 5 more cycles of what? Of timed intercourse before you go to IUI? And 5 cycles is a good stretch. You could be pregnant in there. So I wouldn't stress myself out too much. Let's name it and claim it. One of those is your take-home baby. Both your kids want you to have another baby or 2. Okay, Shamika. Oh, I like that. It's good that they're positive and encouraging. Amanda Dawn. Yes, thank you. Amanda. I love her because she's so transparent too. Like people ask her crazy shit. Like, is she worried about, does she love her son the same? Like when she was pregnant, I haven't actually watched since she delivered. I think I saw her delivery one or her, like when she announced that she had the baby, but, oh, is who a pole dancer? Wait a minute. I missed something. I saw a woman on YouTube that got pregnant naturally recently at 51. She was from Kenya and got the shock of her life thinking she had cancer of the stomach. She had healthy twins. There's hope. Hey, Just L, thank you. I'm trying to figure out who was a pole dancer. Naturally and will deliver next month. Hope is there. Oh, good for her. Hope and victory. Yeah, there's absolutely hope. And I feel like 43 is young. 43, 44, 45. Yes, it's definitely possible. And not that it's possible after that. Just I think the struggle is a little more real. But yeah. She has 2 boys. Is she Oh, you're asking about the I don't know if she's a pole dancer. I know she had the one son, and like I said, I saw it when she delivered but Amanda Dawn is her name. And she's in the UK. She's very open. And sometimes she does like hair videos or whatever, but I found her from talking about her donor child. And like the way she explains how she found out she had premature ovarian failure, it is like she's explaining something that happened to her yesterday at the grocery store. Like it's still very vivid in her mind. So I know there was an emotional impact. And that's what I'm saying. Like we have to grieve if we have to move to donor eggs. Like we can't just be like, okay, next. And just, like that's all. And also I just feel like doctors need to be more honest. Like donor eggs is not a slam dunk because, and I was fortunate enough to have a single donor, meaning like I didn't have to share a cycle and I got 10 embryos and everybody's like, oh my God, what are you going to do with all those extras? Meanwhile, 3 embryos later, I know some women who only got like 1 or 2. And I pray that from that cycle, the donor egg cycle, and then the embryos, that they get their take-home baby, but it just makes the risk a little bit higher. And I think sometimes the doctors kind of oversell, like donor eggs is the shit. It's going to happen. Hey, Elaine, you didn't miss it. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you too, ma'am. So now somebody, Mei-Ling, you got to tell me, or Melissa, was Amanda Dawn a pole dancer? Is that who or is there somebody else out there who did donor eggs who's a pole dancer? Are pole dancers considered sex workers, or is that only like if you've given up the cookie? Or the ass, obviously, if you don't have a cookie to give up. But anyway, my mind goes so many places so quickly. Taurus, thanks, Tanika. I appreciate all of your advice, and we'll be praying one of my 3 IUIs will take. Yes, Laura, let's name it and claim it. When your IUI does take, what are your plans for you and your baby? Have you thought about birthing plans? Have you thought about what color the nursery will be? Are you going to do a gender reveal? I'm not doing a gender reveal. Somebody asked me that the other day. I'm not doing a gender reveal. I don't know why you need to know if my child has a penis or not. That's weird to me. Doctors don't always know everything. I firmly believe that God has the final say. Yes, say it again. Say it loud for the people in the back. Yes, yes. Doctors are very good guesstimators. They take a lot of data and they tell you what could have happened, what should have happened, what has already happened, and based on that, what might happen. But they don't know 100%. If they did, we all be pregnant the first time we went to see the doctor. So I'm with you on that. I'm so sad to tell you that my child. Oh no, I'm sorry, Elaine. No bueno. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do another transfer straight away? Or are you gonna take a break? I'm sorry, Elaine. Oh, thank you to all those on the TTC journey. Never give up. I know that's right. Sugar, sugar. Oh, somebody else said amen, sugar, sugar too. Oh, sugar. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Kay's giving you condolences too, Elaine. It's rough. Amanda's is a Zumba instructor. Okay. Or was a Zumba instructor. Okay, thank you. Bama, Mrs. Lee. I was like, I don't remember her being a pole dancer. I mean, not that I'm judging, but that just seems like super specific, like that I would remember that. Oh, she does pole. She teaches it. Okay. So it's like an exercise though. Like she's not in a like strippers don't go to pole class either. I don't know. Anyway, I'm taking letrozole cycle day 5 through 9 without being monitored, but you're right. I have plenty of opportunity to get my take home baby. Yes. Monitoring is not always what it's cracked up to be, Jazz. Honestly, it's not. So hopefully you're doing things to like help build your lining and all that. When you say not monitored, are you doing a trigger at all? Or are you just tracking your own ovulation and then timing sex based on that? Because a trigger narrows it down a little bit more, but not the end of the world. Listen, you still in the game, mama. You still in the game. Shamika is saying, I'm a queen of me. Don't dare second guess yourself. I know that's right. I mean, a go. Pole fitness instructor. Okay, thank you, Melissa. I'm glad we've gotten this sorted out. Pole fitness instructor. That makes more sense. I was like, yeah, okay. It's exercise. Uh-oh. Laisha, what did I do? I was told that I would only be able to conceive with donor eggs. I only had 3 follicles. Okay, well that could get you 3 eggs, 3 oocytes. They could do low dose stems. I'm not a doctor. I just play one on YouTube. They could do low dose stems. You could do multiple cycles. It again depends on your finance and your tolerance and your clinic. But I know New Hope does that, and CHR does that. New Hope will do multiple cycles, and they price it so you can afford it for people who have a low response. And so there are women who will get 1 each cycle, and then they just bank those, and then they fertilize them all at once, and they get their baby. Must have videos and registry item wants. Also bump updates. Oh, I will definitely have bump updates. Most of the stuff in the registry is going to be in some shade of blue because blue is my favorite color. So clearly girls also wear blue. I don't have a penis, but I'm in blue. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do all that. I've imagined me and the baby doing yoga in the morning together, going for walks, exploring New York, hanging out with the puppies, learning things. I'm a little nervous about how the puppies are going to be with her, but they'll be older at that, or him, I said her, them. They'll be older, so hopefully they'll be a little calmer, but they're definitely territorial over me, even amongst each other, like who's going to sit on my lap and whatnot. Why heartbroken? Oh, honey, hang in there. 44 is still young, mama, in the fertility. Listen, I'm 50, pushing 51, and I'm still hopeful. So hang in there. Heartbreak is normal, especially, you had your heart set on a positive outcome and it hasn't come yet, but it's coming. A form of exercise that she's doing. Okay, Mailing, thank you. It's where my mind went with the pole dancing. Need to catch up. Oh, hey. How did you get that? Oh, it's an icon. That's so cute. Okay, need to catch up. Took a year off my TTC journey, getting back on the horse. Left Columbia, looking for new RE, possibly outside of New York. Oh, interesting. Out in New York City or New York State? Columbia is interesting during the pandemic. Like I haven't seen Dr. McConnell. She's at the oh my God, it starts with an R. The other clinic, not Rochester. What is it? Scarsdale? Is it Scarsdale? Is that in the Bronx? I don't know, but she's holding down that clinic. So I haven't seen her. I just talked to her on the phone and see her on the Zooms. Genesis says she was salty when she found out no gender reveal for me. I only did it so people could see and not keep asking me. Oh, people were asking you? What were they saying? Do you know what it is? A baby. What can you do to help build a lining? Oh, Jacqueline, so many things. Exercise, some yoga. I do compression socks so that when I'm sleeping to help with circulation, hot water bottle on the tummy, massages on the tummy. You can do acumassage. You can do a fertility, a Mayan massage to help with that. Did I say yoga already? There's a lot. Moxie, you can do Moxie. I'm going to do that later tonight. Circulation. Basically, you want to, and some people do a low dose baby aspirin. You want to help increase circulation so that you have a generous amount of blood supply to the uterus. And also, I know we all in the TTC community hate when people say relax, but if you are in high stress mode, you're not going to be able to build a lining because the human body is very wise and it, reserves its resources. So if you are in some sort of panic or need to save yourself, your energy is going away from your reproductive organs because you shouldn't be having sex. You should be running away from the wild boar or whatever is chasing you down. And so at least to that point, you want to kind of keep the noise down in your life around you. So meditation can help with that. Yoga is also good for that, not only for the circulation, but for calming down your central nervous system. You want to tap into your parasympathetic nervous system. So get out of fight or flight, survival. So if you think about when we were, walking around in caves or however you believe evolution happened, if there was some danger, and resources were scarce because people didn't have like meat every day or food every day, right? Because they were hunting and gathering. So your body reserves your resources if you are needing to be looking for food, looking for shelter, escaping danger. So all of the blood diverts away from all of your reproductive organs and into your muscles to help you survive. So there is some science to like relax, but I know we all hate it when people are like, oh, maybe if you just relax, or everybody has a story about, oh, their friend went to Cabo and have been trying for years and then they just forgot about it and got pregnant. But there is some truth to that. I don't think my husband and I will announce once we finally are pregnant, like PTSD from the 2 miscarriages. We also don't want to know the gender either. What a great surprise. I know, right? There's been so much science in this. I need a little surprise. So yeah, hopefully that helped, Jacqueline. If not, you can email me, Tanika at simplytanika.com, and we can talk about your specifics, like what's gone on with your lining in the past. What have you tried so far? Is it not building up at all? Is it building to a point and stopping? I'm assuming if you have a regular menstrual cycle that it is building. So maybe it's just not getting thick enough. I agree with you, Laura, on the PTSD. Although obviously I'm on YouTube, so I'm telling people and I want to tell my family first. And I feel like it brings awareness by just mentioning it because some people don't even know about miscarriage and it's so common. So, but obviously I'm living my whole TTC journey out loud. So I totally get what you're saying. I just watched today KK and baby Jay, and she's pregnant and she had 4 miscarriages already. They have 3 lovely little boys. I don't know if you guys watch them. They live out in Florida. They're a young couple. And they delayed it because she's due in February, where before they showed it right away. So she had to live through the miscarriages in real time with her viewers because they're daily vloggers. And so they delayed it and they showed some clips of like the other times that she announced it to her husband and to the world. It was like a beautiful, sad, poignant, like it was very well done because like as a TTCer, we've all had that sort of journey and it's hopeful, right? Because now she has her baby and she's far enough along that she wants to share it. So yeah, I get it. And you know what? It reminds me of this. I don't know if you guys have seen these videos on YouTube where the people had twins and they didn't tell people until they got to the hospital and they came to meet the baby and they're like, here's the baby. And then they're like, and here's his sister or his brother. And they're like, what? And they filmed it all. The reactions are hilarious. And they're, most of the time they're like, did you know? Did you know? And they're like, yeah, we knew like the second scan, but we wanted to surprise it, which is smart too, because then you also have like vanishing twins, God forbid. So you want to wait till a certain period to share that information depending on who your audience is, right? Like if it's like my mom would understand either way, but I don't know if all my aunties would understand. Like my family is country, like it's just gossip palooza. So it, it'll turn into 9 different things before the story gets back to you. And then people have like crazy questions about it. So yeah. Justice is eating hard food. If you hear like little crunches over there. In it to win it, that one. My son and my sister are the same age, and they have an amazing relationship. By my dad, I just really need to voice my concerns without judgment. Yeah. Absolutely. And if some judgment comes, you can always clarify and redefine your boundaries for whoever's calls himself judging you. Doctor approved me to take Vitex. What are some other good? Why would he approve you to take Vitex? Are you going to do a prescription strength? Because it varies so much over the counter. I'm surprised that the doctor is doing that. Or are you going to do like traditional Chinese medicine and go to like a compound pharmacy? I don't know, Shaw. That's interesting that the doctors recommending Vitex. Time intercourse, no trigger. He said he will get me on progesterone suppositories when I get a positive test. Okay, so that is helpful, hopeful and helpful. So that's good. So you just got to be on top of your ovulation, man, and then make it pop for me. Get you some slow music, some candles, get that man in the mood, and make it happen. A girl did 19 cycles with New Hope, and she just got her take-home baby. She's 3 weeks now. Nice. So my IVF unicorn went to New Hope. She went there, and she went to the Braverman Institute. She actually was treated by Dr. Braverman. He passed away in 2019. I have an appointment with them next week Tuesday. Hopefully it's moot and I won't need it. But I just wanted to get the process started because it takes so long to get in to see these guys. But that's a reproductive immunologist. So between the two of them, New Hope was the clinic that was willing to transfer her mosaic. So she had her embryos transferred over there for the mosaicism. And she was the first person to have mosaics transferred because the doctor, I can't think of his name, but he's at New Hope. Genesis says, everyone will get the take-home baby. Yes. You did IVF and then got a natural. Yes. With 0.09 millimeters of a tube on the side that they couldn't even get the egg from. Oh my God. Wow. God will provide. I know that's right. Thank you, Genesis. Hi, Shoshana. Oh, thank you. She's wishing all of us baby does. Kay says she doesn't want to find out the gender. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Kina, bravo, sprinkling baby does. Thank you, Kina. Back at you. What can you do to help build the lining? I did go through that. Hot water bottle, acupuncture, Moxie, walking, yoga, abdominal massage. I'm taking a month or 2 off for mental health. Oh, good for you. I have no more embryos. Oh my God. I have to do everything all over again. Stems, retrieval. That's a lot, Elaine. I'm glad you're taking time off for mental health. I think that is. Are you going to do like a retreat, or do you know what you're going to do while you're taking your time off? I'm so sorry, Elaine. That is like a heavy, but you know what? You did it once and you were fine. You can do it again. So it's just getting your head wrapped around it, and being physically prepared, because those shots ain't no joke. I don't care what anybody says. I see people on YouTube making light of it and having a good time, and good for them. But it is like, it's a grind. I did so many stem cycles and only made it to retrieval twice. And it was just like, oh my God. When do you do that? Jacqueline, I don't know what that means. Sorry, because I've been talking. It's out of context now. Camille, 42, doing IVF with donor, 3 embryos still frozen, but currently 7 weeks naturally pregnant. What? This is what I'm talking about. This is the news that we all need to hear, Camille. And wasn't trying, was told 3 years ago, had low AMH, had first doctor's appointments today. Thanking God. Amen. Amen. So ladies, Camille is 42. I don't know if you're reading the comments. 42. already on the path for IVF with donor, has 3 embryos from that path at home, got pregnant on her own, 7 weeks, naturally, wasn't even trying. So it does happen. Don't let anybody tell you it. Always, God has the last word on this. Always. Jacqueline, I need a little more context because I'm not sure what you're asking when you do what. Is it for the lining build? You want to do it after your period stops? I can't remember what else we were talking about or what I was talking about. They had you have protected sex to help my lining. It helps the blood flow to the cervix. Protected sex? Like the condom helps with it versus unprotected sex? What does that mean, Genesis? But I'm here for the sex and the blood flow. Listen, let's get it on. Sugar. Oh, now I'm mixing up songs. Okay. And ain't hitting not nan note. Not nan. Okay, let me get back to the comments. Sorry, ladies. NYC 46 did 3 cycles, 2 transfers. 3rd cycle, no blast. RE really make us 40 women feel like we are up against a brick wall at times. Yes, need an RE that is optimistic as well as realistic. So CHR is good with older women. The Center for Human Reproduction is good. They have a lot of videos here on YouTube. Come on up, Justice. I see you trying to hop up. Come on, you coming? Come on. Okay, well, I'm not going to tell you twice. Kay says, a surprise twin videos make me bawl. It's so freaking cute. It sure is. I love the surprise twins. But CHR and New Hope here in New York will work with women of advanced age with no shame. They're willing to try unconventional things. CHR is the clinic that started the whole, did the research on DHEA and how that helps women of advanced maternal age. Like I said, New Hope will do multiple cycles one at a time because obviously as we get older, we have less follicles, right? And so they'll do multiple cycles so that you can bank your eggs or get your embryos or bank your embryos. Sometimes it's like less expensive if you get like 6 or so eggs and then fertilize them instead of each round because it's kind of like a bulk thing, right? From the embryologist perspective. Oh no, you had a vanishing twin. So the who is that? I was just watching them earlier. The Grimwades, they also had a vanishing twin. She's pregnant again. So this will be, I think, baby 7, number 7. But they had the vanishing twin and she had a couple miscarriages. So, but yeah, oh, that's crazy. And I know Seeking Sade TV had a vanishing twin. I think it was a vanishing twin. I shouldn't say that. One of the twins didn't make it. I don't know if it was a vanishing twin or something else happened because I came in on one of her premieres. It was her daughter's 7th birthday and she was remembering the loss of the twin in the comments, but I haven't seen an actual full video. So I don't know if it was vanishing or not. But either way, one of her twins didn't make it from a twin pregnancy. Lack of cycle and hot flashes recently, 38. Oh, wow. Well, you're not in menopause from just lack of cycles, right? It's got to be 12 months or longer. Maybe get your hormones checked. Like maybe something is a little off. Could be your thyroid. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting enough water? It is summertime. I still have hope for you, for Adasa. I still have hope. Elaine, history is 3 miscarriages, 6 failed IUI, 1 blocked tube, almost 3 years of trying. Now, first failed IVF, PTSD is real. Yes, ma'am. Of course you're scared. Of course you're scared. Like, look at all that you've been through. And how are you not going to be pregnant again and not be scared? Your next pregnancy, of course, there's going to be that fear. But I know you will get through it, ma'am. I know we will all get through it. We are here for each other. Yeah, but you see, Genesis just said how she had the block tube and so got pregnant. Verkosha had, from lifelong adventures with the Alexanders, had one of her tubes removed. Anyway, she has 2 little boys now, and they're not even 12 months apart. So all of that other stuff is just data. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have the final answer. It's just pieces in your puzzle. Laura, love the video on YouTube where they didn't tell anyone about having twins. Yeah, and surprise them. I keep watching those. Those are so addictive. Like some of them I'm just crying, some of them I'm laughing. Like there was one couple where they struggled with fertility and they ended up having twins. But like the grandparents of the children are always like, did you know? It's just like, and then I think people feel a little bit betrayed, like, why didn't you tell us? But Always fun, always a good time. Just over the counter, I was already taking it. She did not see a problem. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you were taking it and you guys talked about it and she said it was okay to continue. I was thinking you went to the doctor and then she told you to go to the drugstore and get the Vitex, which I was like, that's different. But yeah, be careful with those. Like, as you know, it's not regulated because it is a supplement. Supplements aren't regulated. So it varies, what's in it. So look for the more organic, natural ones, just so you're getting the best product and the highest potency, right? So that it's effective for you. I would, if you already have taken it, I know some women, like I took it, I didn't have a problem, but some women said like their period stopped and other stuff happened. So I kept a journal of like what was happening. And I also at the time was taking a lot of supplements. So I kept a journal of like, when did I start? When did I stop? What was it going? Hi, silly mom for life. Good evening, mama. Okay. Oh shoot, I'm way behind. Let me catch up really fast. Get you some wigs and some toys and get it in every time you can. I was nasty with it. The nastier the better. Don't lose the fun and passion. And yes, you can do it all solo. I did a lot. Oh my God. Okay. Genesis, I know you have the wigs. You showed us a couple of them on your channel. You guys go to Genesis Loving's TV channel. You'll see her with the wigs and the sexiness. Yeah, keep it spicy, especially with the time intercourse, because sometimes you got to go like, I got a hitch on my shoulder. Sorry, guys. Sometimes you got to go, back to back or whatever else. And it's like, keep it fun. You don't want it to be like, oh my God, here we go again. So it's play some Cardi B, whatever works. How long did you have to wait to get an appointment with RE immunologist? It was about 6 weeks to get in at Braverman. It was about 6 weeks. I had to send in, like, first I sent in the request and then it took about 2 weeks for them to respond. And they said, based on what the initial request was or whatever, they wanted more information from me. I sent in lab work. Luckily, I had it because I had just done the second opinion with the doctor in San Francisco. And so I had all my medical records. So I sent like images from my hysteroscopy, my last ovarian scan, a bunch of stuff. And then from there, I sent that and they called me about a week later to say they had an availability, which puts it at about 6 weeks. But in general, I think those kind of specialists take longer because even like the regular immunologist, it took me 6 weeks to get in. The endocrinologist, the regular endocrinologist, it did not. Oh, I haven't told you guys that because I haven't talked to you guys. So I did go to the regular endocrinologist because I was worried about the parathyroid. So I'm going in for an ultrasound for that. So she said it would not impact my ability to get pregnant, but the testing to see if I had tumors, there's like 4 nodules behind the thyroid that comprise the parathyroid. And she said it could be elevated because I have tumors, but it would not impact pregnancy. She did take my blood levels and how high they were when Dr. Chevalier took them, the nephrologist. They're lower now, but she said that doesn't mean we can rule out tumors. So she was quick to get into, but she's a PA and not a doctor. And she's in a doctor's office, but that one I was able to get the appointment in 3 weeks. So I just think these specialists, it takes a while. Some are not fully staffed, but yeah. Okay, I'm all out of order. Laura is saying to Elaine, so very brave. This journey is so scary. Yeah, something in a recent video. Try to not let fear and worry steal your peace and joy. Yes. We asked the clinic not to tell us the gender of my embryos, and then they accidentally sent me paperwork that revealed that they are both the same gender. Oh my God, Alexandra, someone else, Tanika TTC, had that happen too. Her doctor just told her after she said she didn't want. I think that's whenever you get them tested and that information is floating around, it's there. And I think probably at a certain point in the scans, you can, like if it's a boy, you can see it. I don't know. I don't want to know. So I'm going to just make sure I tell everyone that I don't want to know. Like I want to have some sort of surprise and all of this, very calculated, timed, scheduled, planned pregnancy. I would like to have some element of surprise, a little reminder that it was science and Jesus. So you started shopping already? Okay. Oh my goodness. I already started shopping and I don't even have let alone a gender, but an embryo inside of me. But yeah. Good for you. So are you going to reveal, Alexandra? Are you going to tell other people or are you going to let them be surprised? After bleeding, start doing things to build a lining. Yes, yes. After that is over. Yeah, so you can do castor oil packs for the lining as well. That's good, which is an abdominal massage. There's, if you go on my the homepage of my channel, so YouTube/C/simply Tanika, and type in the little search castor oil massage. I have all the details on like what you need to do. You can buy all the stuff at home. They sell the kits on Amazon, but you can basically just do it at home, like cut up some cotton sheets. I used the fleece sheets and then castor oil, and there's like those silver blankets, like they're camping blankets. They also use them, they're emergency blankets to help keep the heat in. But basically you want to have heat and movement in that area. Let me see. Genesis is hell for review. What does that say? During your IVF to build your lining, they had you do protected sex to build the lining. It really helped to and build. But why is it has specifically the protected sex that has it? Or is it just sex in general and they were worried about, like, I'm trying to figure out, how does the condom help with the lining? Shoshana McKinney, I went to Shiloh. Went on a trip to Israel. I went to the ruins of the tabernacle and prayed for a son in the same spot where Hannah prayed for her son, Samuel. The Lord really blessed me. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm Hannah's daughter. I just feel like, yeah. Oh, that's moving. That's powerful. That is very powerful. I hope that you tell your baby that story. I'm sure you will. But oh my God, like the child should definitely like be 80 years old in a rocking chair and tell him that story. No, I'm not pregnant. Fardosa. Oh, thank you. The energy. Oh, nice. I've been doing energy work too, so I might be coming through differently. I've been consciously doing energy work. I'm trying to raise my vibration and really channel out into the universe what I want and try to stay away from resistance, because resistance lowers your vibration. So I've actually been working on that, like consciously. Camille, Shauna are talking to each other. She was live like an hour ago. And yes, her 7-year-old daughter had a twin. Wait, her 7-year-old? Oh, yes, 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 yes. So, right, silly mom for life. But I wasn't sure. I knew that there was a twin and there was a loss, but I wasn't sure if it was a vanishing twin. So I didn't want to mislabel it, because I was in her premiere and I joined like halfway through and it was in the comments that there was, but I didn't want to misspeak and say that it was a vanishing twin. But I know there was a loss. Hey, Ray, how are you? Oh, thank you. Is not pregnant. This is her take-home baby cycle. She's speaking it. Yes, ma'am, I am speaking it into existence. Because if it is my take-home baby, then technically this is a pregnant state that I'm in, right? They would count this. That's how I get to May 5th for my delivery date. But yeah, we are naming it and claiming it. Blocked tubes and no idea how I got it. Had an appendectomy, which is the only thing that was unusual. Still in shock. Oh my God, both of the tubes are blocked. There's women on YouTube who have had blocked tubes and been pregnant. So don't be deterred if you want your baby. You know what I mean? Like there is still hope, and there's evidence of hope. Doing bites, and they made me wait 2 cycles before they started my IVF. I don't know what doing bites was, Genesis. You was biting your husband? Yes, baby, for my birthday. 2 days before my birthday. It'll probably come before that, because I'm not going to go to 40 weeks. Like if I'm 40 weeks, if the due date is May 5th. But even if it's like 38 weeks, it's still in that 2-week window. Because like I said, Cheyenne is 2 weeks after my birthday. So 2 weeks before my birthday would be good. And I'm 2 weeks after my mom's birthday. So I feel like around the birthday is a good time. Cycle spaced out. I'm recently noticing hot flashes trying to conceive. My AMH is 0.003. FSH 66. At what point in your cycle is your FSH 66? On what cycle day? Any advice what I need to get my cycle going? Thanks so much. Yeah, I don't know. That one is a tough one. I need a lot more information. Oh, you were doing Vitex. Genesis, was it you that had the weird reaction to Vitex? Somebody was having like a weird reaction, like either their period stopped or something else. Elaine, we paid for 3 rounds of IVF, so the last 2 rounds we will try to bank as many embryos as we can. Oh, I like that approach. Yeah. Yeah. You're trying to get an appointment with Kim K in Chicago, RE immunologist, 6-12 month for next appointment. Oh, 6 months? Oh my God, no. I was mad that I had to wait 6 weeks. Wow. Okay. Maybe they have a wait list. See if they have a wait list and if somebody else cancels. Because if the wait is that long, somebody might go to another reproductive immunologist. You know what I mean? Ask them about a wait list and see if you can get in there. Oh, absolutely. I'm happy to share. Hey, DC Kool-Aid and Lisa, welcome, welcome. Benefit of acupuncture. Acupuncture can help blood circulation. It can help balance your chi, and it's very relaxing if you're not afraid of needles. Like the needles are not a thing. You barely feel them, if at all. However, I know some people have like a needle fear. Just like I had a fear of going, there's something on the screen, of going to the chiropractor. Tamika TTC is the one who recommended the chiropractor for me. And I was like, oh, okay. And now I love it. I was there yesterday. But yeah, acupuncture helps with blood flow, circulation, balancing your energy. Very relaxing. There's this one unicorn puncture that goes here, and I'll sleep like a baby when I have that one done. So nervous the whole time I'm gonna miscarry, so I'm probably gonna delay the announcement as long as that's fair, Alexandra. I mean, why not delay it? Whatever makes you comfortable, and if that feels safest to you, like you have to protect your heart, right? Because what do the other people get out of knowing or not knowing? Like when the baby comes, like what is it if you tell them now or you tell them 6 months from now? What difference does it make in their life? As long as you have the support that you need in the event that something goes wrong, there is no need to tell anyone else. So if you have a partner that you can talk to about it if something goes wrong and you have your support system, and that makes you more comfortable. Because, after multiple miscarriages, it just gets hard. And even like the last one, when I had the chemical pregnancy, I didn't tell my mom because I told her about the other two. And I was just like, I don't want her to feel sorry for me. I don't really have a conversation about it. Like, I don't need any extra support. So I'm just not going to tell her. However, if I get pregnant, when I get pregnant, I'm going to tell her. Like, I don't know. It's my mom. Do you know what I mean? So I think we have to do it. There's no like patent answer. Like, this is the rule for all TTCers. It's like, what's going on in our circumstances? And you probably didn't feel that the first time because you hadn't had a miscarriage. And now that that's a reality, your circumstances have changed. So you have to go with like what protects your heart and makes you feel good, safe, and supported. Okay, did I skip anything? If I missed it, guys, I'm sorry. It's going a little fast now and I'm like way behind. Let me just get caught up. Girl, me too. I totally understand. Okay, you guys are talking to each other, so that's good. Our word blocked. History of infection, ectopic pregnancy, scarring cause blockage, had salpingiectomy, tubal removal, which brought me to IVF. Okay, that makes sense. With Vitex, I had 45-day cycle and my eyelashes fell out. Not your eyelashes. Oh my God. Well, luckily I didn't have that because I don't have enough eyelashes to speak of. Even right now, I have on eyelash extensions and they're still pretty short. Although I went on Monday to get my eyelashes refilled and I've been using that serum and he said I was doing a good job because they weren't as brittle. So if I can get them in good shape, I can get longer extensions, just a little bit longer. I don't want them to be noticeable where people are like, oh my God, you got your eyelashes done. But I would like them to look a little fuller. But with this, I can do like a little bit of eyeliner and it looks fine. I'm actually going to do, I want to do a photo shoot for Instagram. So I got to practice with my makeup. But I put on this fake tan. So I'm not sure if my makeup is even going to blend. I'm late. What is the 411? Good news. Yes. Hey, Diane, you're not late. You're right on time. How did your eyelashes fall off? Oh my God, I'm not sure to laugh or not. I don't know if I believe Genesis. Fardos, I don't know if I believe her. Genesis got jokes. If they are in Illinois, they can try to call fertility centers from Illinois. I got appointments in 2 weeks. For a reproductive endocrinologist, I'm sorry, reproductive immunologist, you got an appointment in 2 weeks? Or for a regular RE? But maybe connect with her, Genesis, because she said in the shy. Because God thought I didn't need them. I don't know, but I was losing them in my eyebrows, so I stopped. And then your eyebrows grew back. Genesis, are you playing with us? Stop playing with us. Vitex to regulate cycle as well. Yeah, and there's one of the teas, one of the pink stork teas has Vitex in it. Like if you don't want to just take like Vitex tablets, it has a little bit of Vitex in there. But people with PCOS have taken it and it's helped regulate their cycles. Like I'm not mad at Vitex. I've never had a negative experience with it, but I did put out a video talking about like why I liked it, and a lot of ladies commented that they had trouble with it. So I would say ease into it and make sure like it's a high quality. I'll catch what I missed on the replay. I just wanted to say I'm glad that I found your channel. Oh, I'm glad you found me too, Neo Soul Rider. More than you know. Oh my God. Okay. Well, if you have any questions, reach out to me, Tanika at simplytanika.com. I'm a little slow on the email, but I do get to the email. So if you have a 911, I'm not the TTC. So sometimes people are calling me and they email me and they have an appointment the next day. And I'm like, well, I didn't see it till 2 days later, but scared to order one from Amazon. What, the Vitex? I would just look at the reviews, look at the research. Also, I don't know if Pure has it. I have a link in my bio for Pure prescriptions. I think theirs are pretty high quality, but I don't remember if they have Vitex or not. But I would look at the reviews. Trust me, there are TTCers on Amazon who will give like the full rundown, and they'll connect you to their external link so you can verify who they are. Like they have experience with the stuff. So I would look at one that is highly recommended. They also have the liquid ones, which I feel like the liquid ones have less additives than the pills. Sometimes the pills have a lot of fillers, but usually on Amazon you can see the ingredients. So you want to look out for things like dextrose, maltodextrin. Sorry, it's late. My tongue is not cooperating. All of those, because it's just like fillers in the pill. The liquids tend to have less, but you have to be careful with the dosing on the liquids, right? Like if it says half a drop, or you want to make sure you say half a drop. So Nature's Way Vitex. Really, I find Nature's Way has a lot of additives in there, but maybe the one, not Vitex specifically, I didn't look at Vitex, but some of the other ones I've looked at have had a lot of additives. I'm a little bit of an organic nut, so I'm just like reading. But if you don't have that aversion, don't worry about it. I also am allergic to everything under the sun. According to the immunologist, I'm allergic to spring and fall. So, okay, I think I'm caught up. Eyelashes fell out. Better to wait till the 3rd trimester to start telling people. Even then, it's still a risk. Miscarriage is more common in moms of advanced age. Yes, that is very true. How about I don't tell anybody? Well, obviously I am because I'm on YouTube. But what if I don't tell anybody? And then people are like afraid to ask me if I'm pregnant. Like they don't know if I've eaten too much, or they're like, "Are you?" Because I was like that with Cheyenne. I remember because I was still going to school and I didn't tell a bunch of people because why? And then I was sitting at a table and my belly I must have leaned back too far and you could see my belly. And then my professor was actually like, "Are you pregnant?" I was like, "Yeah." Just like, as if she had asked me if the sun was out. And I kept it moving. Like, this is what? Yeah. So anyway, obviously I'm not going to do that this time, but I might do it at work though. Some people are on my Instagram, but I don't know why I need to walk around telling people all my business. I'm not asking you what's going on in your uterus. Looking at your videos for any questions I might have to avoid asking you something you may have already covered. I'm okay if you ask me something I've already covered. If I've already covered it and I don't have any questions for you, I'll just send you the link to the video. But sometimes in order, like there are specifics that you're going through that it helps to have a conversation about, like, you know, what you've tried before, or how did you get to your current protocol? Like what was the progression of it? So I'm fine with that. From where do you order? I just want to order a fake one. A fake one what? A fake Vitex? I think you guys are talking about something else. I came in late. Have you had another transfer already? I have not. My transfer is on the 17th. Serious, it's one of my early videos I had on a purple wig. It's when I was doing natural cycle. I was losing hair, but I didn't notice till my eyelashes were... No, and you were already bald. So you think the Vitex also has something to do with your hair? Oh my God. I have to go back and look. I don't remember that. I remember you were wearing wigs, Genesis, but I don't remember that. And then I thought you had like a spot of alopecia. But I didn't know that was Vitex related. Genesis, where do we get you from, honey? Question, please. Cycle is spaced out, and I'm recently noticing hot flashes, trying to conceive. Okay, wait, I did that one already. So many questions. What does it mean spaced out? Are you ovulating? Are you testing to see if you're ovulating? How long are your hot flashes lasting? Have you had your a hormone profile checked out, like a full hormone, including your insulin, your TSH, all of those things, which is the thyroid, prolactin, all of those hormones? Have you had them tested? It could be something else. I would just eliminate all that. The one I have, 3-ingredient magnesium, plant-derived capsule, stearate, silica. That one is good. That is a good one. Not too much stuff in it. The silica, I believe, is to make it shelf stable. Okay, that's good. Sometimes I just see the ones that have like 50 ingredients in it, and it's supposed to be like one vitamin. So I'm like, why are all these fillers in there? I know you need something to make it shelf stable so it doesn't spoil, or so that it lasts longer. Not that it never spoils, but that it lasts longer. But then, like, why are they putting in maltodextrin and all that? And I am avoiding those because those are sugar derivatives, right? And they cause inflammation. So sometimes, like, we are putting stuff in to help, and then it also, if we don't read the label, has stuff that is doing harm. So that's the only thing. Liquid chlorophyll, it helps with oxygenating the blood. Okay, so there you go. Everybody, sugar, liquid chlorophyll. It's saying liquid chlorophyll helps with oxygenating the blood, which is always helpful in TTC. I don't know what MSM crystals are. Help with detoxifying the cells of the body, amongst other things. Nice. I like to do glutathione infusions. I go and get not IVF. Oh my God. I go and get an IV with glutathione and vitamin C, which is also an amazing detox. Glutathione is the master antioxidant in the body. What day of your cycle was your hormone levels tested? Yeah, exactly. What day did you get a 66? Is that on cycle day 3 or cycle day 2 through 5 at the beginning of the cycle? Because then that would be high. But if it's at a different point, it's not high. And what are the doctors telling you when they test your FSH? And I guess, what are your goals? Are you trying to conceive naturally? Are you trying to conceive via IVF? Are you trying to conceive IVF with your own eggs versus donor eggs? There's so many factors in there. There's so many factors. Cycle 5 yielded far more mature eggs than any previous cycle for me. Yay. And it was also the first time I've been taking DHEA. Awesome. Awesome. CHR is a big fan of DHEA. I took it in the beginning. My levels went up too high and I had really bad acne. And I was only taking the 75 milligrams, like 3 25 milligram tablets from Pure Encapsulations. That was the brand I used, and my body really liked it, but they got too high. So, but I'm glad that yielded far more mature eggs. So did you fertilize them already? Are you waiting? Are you banking? Alopecia already. So I was like, oh, it's okay. So you are serious. You lost your eyelashes. I thought you were kidding. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, the acne was a beat. And I have a tendency to have cystic acne to the point where I had that one, what is that? Oh my God. The one medication where you have to take a pregnancy test every month, before you can get a new prescription. It's hella strong. I can't think of the name of it, but I had that. And so when I started getting the cystic acne, I was worried. When it started coming back, I was worried. Yeah. But if you go back on my channel and look at some of my videos from like 2018, you can see how bad the acne was. That was from the DHEA. And like now it's not, I have some scarring from it, but you see my skin is smooth. Hopefully you can see that because I didn't took my glasses off now, so I can't see. But in the mirror, at least in my house, it's smooth. But yeah, it was like snap, crackle, and pop all over my face. Do you know of anything that helps the outer shell of your egg after age 35 to help with or just the routine egg health tips? Like, yeah, just the CoQ, like the ubiquinol, specifically the ubiquinol type of CoQ10. instead of ubiquinone, and just being healthy. There's nothing to like thin it. It's just that it's been in your body longer, right? Because our eggs are inside of us when we are inside of our moms, which is so trippy to me. So it's just aged, and so it's thickened over time. So it's not that something is wrong with it. So there's nothing to like change that, but it's just a known thing that it's thickened over time. So it makes it harder to penetrate, but it's not impossible. Like, there are people who are naturally getting pregnant with no IUI with just intercourse over the age of 45. So it's not impossible. It can happen. How you did this color, and I'm going to order some. Accutane is the medicine. Thank you. I took that. You have to take a pregnancy test every month, which I also wonder if that impacted my fertility. Although my cousin also did Accutane, and she's gone on to have 4 beautiful girls. So that's just a thought that I have. I have lots of thoughts, as you can tell. Can you name the hair color products again used? It's so pretty. Okay, so 2 of you guys have asked about the hair color. I'm going to go grab it because I don't remember. I need to find my gloves so I don't get it on my hands. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Talk amongst yourselves, ladies. Talk amongst yourselves. While I go. First, I'm going to get the gloves. Glove 1, glove 2. Okay, I'm back showing all my cash and prizes and this robe. Don't worry, I have on underwear. Hopefully I didn't flash you guys. So this is how it comes in this thing. These are highly, highly pigmented. You see how tiny this is? This is what I used on my hair, and there's still some in here. It is called Crown Paint Colors. There's the top of it. It is a small Black-owned business. I saw it. I wanted to put some color in my hair, so I did some research. And Natural85 here on YouTube, who's like uses natural and organic stuff in her hair, recommended it, and she did a demo with it. But basically, you just rub it in. It's not wax, so you can put heat on it. Genesis, I know you asked me, is there transfer? There's a little bit of transfer. It likes protein, which makes sense because that's how it sticks to your hair. So your hands and your skin, like if I flip this back, yeah, see I have, this ends up being here where it's transferring from my hair to my head. But it doesn't really get on my glasses, right? So it likes protein. If you're going to wear light colored clothes, I would definitely say put Scotch Guard on the back of the collar just in case. Like when I went to the chiropractor yesterday, I got it all over the chiropractic bed, but they have to clean it in between each use anyway. But I'll show you. So this was my bottom part. But see, that's all that I use. It's like, it's not, you can't really tell in here. It looks like it's lopsided because I dug out of one side. You see that? So one side is deeper than the other, but it's highly, highly pigmented. And so you just use a little bit, and I did it in sections. I started at the bottom first. So this was the first color I put in and rubbed up. And then the blue was the second color I put in. And you see how much there's in there? And it's all the way around my head. So the blue was the second color that I put in. And then the purple is my base. So I use a lot more of this. And I redid it yesterday. So you can see the bottom of this one, like right here. Oh no, there's a paper on there. But anyway, where that white spot is the bottom. But I applied more because it's at the base. And like washing my face and stuff, this comes off. And I tried to have it like where the color was in my baby hairs, but it was sticking to my skin and it just looked weird. So I didn't do them today, but when I have baby hairs, they're just black. It doesn't pull forward because it's also like got these like little shiny pieces in it, but it's all organic. Again, you can put heat on it. After you put it in, I put the blow dryer on it because they recommend like blow drying it. They also have some sealant that you can put on there, but I couldn't confirm that the sealant was all natural. I'm assuming it was. I couldn't see the ingredient, so I didn't want to just put it on my hair because I didn't want to change my curl pattern by accident. But so then I put it in and I took the blow dryer with the, diffuser and the little things on there, and I straightened it, which is why my curls are stretched because, normally I like to have my fro up like this, but that's why they're stretched. Because they were dried by heat. instead of just like air. And then at night, I take them and I make 4 Bantu knots, 2 up here, 2 up here. Sometimes I do an extra one so I don't have a part line right there. But yeah, that's it. It's awesome. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Like I said, I just did a touch up last night. So, and then you can see it's not crazy on my hands. I don't even know if you could see it on this camera. Like here, you can see where the blue is, right? And that's just from touching the outside. And then I just have baby wipes on the side. So while I'm doing it. So then like tonight before I go to bed, I'll baby wipe this. The other night I put a clip up and had it up like that. And it was kind of cute, but I just didn't want my forehead fully out. So I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still playing with it, but I like it. And I get a lot of compliments on it. And it's not as obvious as I thought it was going to be in the office because it looks just mostly blue under the office lights. It's not until people come up close to me that they can actually see that there's an ombre effect going on. And when I was in high school, I used to dye my hair blue because I'm a big Wonder Woman fan. So it would be that black blue. So yeah, hopefully that answered your questions. I'm going to send them a thing and tell them they need to make me an ambassador. Hold on, let me throw these stoves away. Wait, now I got to show you guys all these other products I've been using because I've been having fun. Okay, so this, woo. First, I'll show you what I've been using. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. On my face, I've been doing the Teamy Overnight Sleep Mask, which is so super hydrating. I don't know about you guys, but the summer's been kind of rough. Even with my fake tan and not all sun, I was jumping jacks out in the sun. So this is good. The Teamy Overnight Hydrate Mask, which is fun. And if you want to get it, Teamy Blends, and you can use my discount code Tanika20, 20. This stuff, I got a bunch of stuff from this thing called Mayleys, which I found on Instagram. So this one is like a lip scrub. It's a sugar scrub, which is so nice to help keep my lips nice and smooth. I don't know what that crest is over there, but because I've also just been dry. Uh-oh, here we go. You can see I have blue on my nails, which is why I started using the, so there's that one, which is nice. I'm not going to put it on now because then I got to get up and get water to get it off. This is the bomb.com. Be tight. I've been using this while I'm doing my jumping jack challenge. It's to tighten your butt and reduce cellulite, lift and firm buttocks, and reduce the appearance of cellulite. This works. I'm going to show you guys. Should I show my ass on the internet? I'm going to show you in the picture. Because I was just looking at it. Like, do I have a before? I do. Wait a minute. Because I was playing in the Instagram app. Hopefully you guys can see it on the thing. Okay. The top is the before, the bottom is the after. You see all that dimpling there? And it's not here. I had to do it at an angle because this one I took on my Apple Watch so I could turn all the way around. I broke my Apple Watch, so I had to do it sideways here. But this is called Be Tight. And so I've been using this for about a week. 8 days. I've been using it for 8 days. Then I also got this from them. It's a Mayleys company. It's called Be Perky. It's boob cream. Now, I don't know if it's going to work or not. I've only been using this for 3 days. Mainly because I was just worried about having an allergic reaction if I just rubbed all this stuff all over my body. And I was doing the jump rope challenge, so I thought I'll do the Be Tight. But I also have been doing the jumping with the jumping rope. And then I have the glute bands that my niece makes, Lexi, from Lex Be Fit. I've been doing the squats and up and down the stairs with free weights. You guys don't know what I'm pointing to. The stairs to the roof are right outside my door in this apartment. And so I go to the roof, to the sun deck, up and down the stairs with the glute bands on a hand. So it's not all just the cream, but the appearance of it, I was like impressed. And they had photos on Instagram, like when you went into their shop. And I was like, oh, this must be too good to be true. But they send it to you and they're like, take your own before and after. And so, like, I'm going to do another 7 days and see if I get anywhere. But I was already like, who needs a Brazilian butt lift? I found you, Miss New Booty. I found you, Miss New Booty. Okay, I'm being silly now. Let's get back to this. It's midnight. Okay, we're gonna wrap up soon. I'm gonna get through these comments and then we're gonna wrap up. We have 62 people and I have 55 thumbs up. Can everybody hit the thumbs up, the like button? Show your girl some love. It's a nice little way to give me a boost. Help me buy a new Apple Watch, you know. MSM is methyl sulfonal methane, one word, a naturally occurring bioavailable organic sulfur. Okay, the same stuff found in onions. Yep. Garlic has so many benefits. Can't list them here. Yes, I know. Yes, those are all very good. So it's similar then because the glutathione smells very sulfury. It just smells like eggs. I have like a liquid version of it that I also take in addition to the IV. You can't take it in tablet form because the acids in the stomach kill, but I know the benefits of sulfur. So definitely good stuff that you got going on there. As I Am has hair paint at Target. It transfers a lot. The Curlsmith brand hair paint is great. Little to no transfer. Okay, this is very good. Yeah, I haven't had a lot of transfer, like I said, onto fabric and whatnot. But like when I laid down on the acupuncture thing, and obviously when I wrap my hair at night in the scarf, it wraps up. But like today, I was outside in a white and pink dress, like a floral dress, and there was no transfer on my dress. I did Scotch guard it just in case, but I Scotch guard anything that goes to the cleaners anyway, and my shoes, just because like I don't like it to be scuffy. But yeah. And I was glad that I could add heat to it because there were some that were waxes and you can't heat them. I'm thinking I want to straighten it and see what it looks like before I take all the color out. I have to decide. I do like the curls though because I just feel like it's more like crown with the curls, but we'll see. 2 euploids and 4 rounds of IVF. 2 of those rounds failed entirely, but this last round with the DHEA, it looks like we might get a lot more. Oh, okay. Oh, you're still waiting for the word. So how many days are you? Are you 3 days past, 4 days past? We talk fertility, sex, and babies, of course. You can show. Okay, good. Because I was just like, at first I was like, it's just us, but then I'm like, oh no, it's alive. I don't know who's in here, but I don't have to re-record. I actually was like debating if I should even put that on Instagram, which is why I like clip my face out. But you know, whatever. I was just like, these results are amazing. Like that's crazy. I got the B type from Maylee's. Let me see. How do you spell it? It came up in an Instagram ad. Is it on there? Their packaging is cute too. Did I throw the box away? It's a super cute product. And this, I sit it on my nightstand. Like all my accessories are silver, so it just matches right in. It's a nice product. They give you like a generous amount. I've only used that much. It does burn though. I'm going to say that it does burn. I put on the neoprene. It like has a little bit of a sting. Like the first time I was like, oh, I'm going to rub it all over, put on a lot. You only need a little bit and it tingles. But the first time it was like, it was burning. I'm just going to say it was beyond a tingle. Fuck that. It was a burn. And then I tried to get in a warm bath to get it off. And then it made it even more intense. So when I only wear it with like regular tights, it just is a little bit of a tingle. But when I put that neoprene on, which obviously makes you sweat more. So there's something about that, but the results were worth it. You know what I mean? And it also helped me keep jumping because when I was jumping, I couldn't really feel the tingling unless I missed a skip and the rope hit me. Then it felt like somebody's grandma went out in the yard and got a switch and came for me. But yeah. So Alexandra, you'll have to keep me posted. I'm praying for you. I hope that all of these work out for you. I'm so excited though. I mean, look where you've come from and where you are. Do you know what I mean? Good night, Genesis. You and that little boy get to sleep. Get to sleep. Yeah, I'm glad you caught me live too, DJ. Where do you suggest taking the DHA? When, before, or after ovulation? Thanks. One, I would get tested to see what your current DHEA levels are, and then you would take it through ovulation. You would take it before. If you are in an active cycle trying to get pregnant, you want to stop, right? So after ovulation, where you could potentially be pregnant, you don't want to take it anymore. My retrieval number 5 was Tuesday of this week. Oh my God. So 2 days ago. Okay. Well, 3 days ago. In New York, it's midnight now. So, I don't know what KKKKK means. Oh yeah, if you listen, men can't give up the cookie. Okay. Taking MSM, get the pure crystals, not pills or powder, which contain fillers and or anti. That's the other one. Yeah, the anti-caking agent, right? So it doesn't turn into a big blob. Mine is from Amazon, MSM pure coarse flakes. Warning, it's bitter, so mix with lemon juice. Okay, there you go. I will not be taking it because I'm in a medicated cycle right now, but that is good to know. Okay, ladies, it is past midnight. I'm gonna go do my little meditation and my fertility affirmation. I don't know what I did with the card that I'm supposed to be using as my mantra, but I will find it. I'm gonna get myself together. I'm so glad I caught you guys. I've missed you all. I do have videos coming. Now that I know that it doesn't have to be in order, I can go ahead and start releasing some of them. So yeah, if you need me, hit me up. I'm on Instagram, simply.tanika, or if you're not on Instagram, I'm Tanika at simplytanika.com. But hit me up on Instagram. I got a lot going on over there, and I've been doing more lives. It's more up to date, so it's easier to edit over there, just quicker to get it up. So they're already caught up on everything over on Instagram. Oh, sugar, sugar. Thank you. And actually, Teamy just came out with this new hibiscus serum that I'm using too. It's hibiscus and vitamin C, and I've been using that in the morning. I did like a vampire facial at home, and that has been like really nice too. It's very cooling. All right, DJ, good night. Thank you, Laura. I'm glad you had a good time. Good night, Elaine, Shakima. You have a fantastic day too, Mama. Thank you. Yeah, it was good talking to you guys. This was fun. I will talk to you all later. Have an amazing night. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you all. Baby dust to us all.